as claims arise about a 1.2 billion rand IT procurement for network supply to schools that was given under dubious conditions. The Democratic Alliance, DA, in the Western Cape is coming under more and more scrutiny. Before we continue, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. Concerns have been raised over possible anomalies in the awarding procedure of the tender, which is now being investigated by forensic experts. After discovering concerning information during their inquiry, the State Information Technology Agency, SITA, and the Department of Communications initially intended to file a lawsuit to overturn the contract award. However, once a new government of national unity, GNU, was formed, recent events show a dramatic change in the political environment. Questions have been raised over the ramifications of the DA's successful acquisition of the Ministry of Communications and Digital Technologies after protracted negotiations. There are concerns that the DA may be using its new role to avoid responsibility because of the department's startling quiet on the planned court action to cancel the procurement. The DA is now calling for the repeal of current South African regulations to allow Elon Musk's Starlink to operate in the nation, in addition to the issue surrounding the tender. The party's overarching goal of improving digital infrastructure and connectivity is in line with this approach. However, detractors contend that such measures would jeopardize legal structures intended to safeguard South Africans' interests and provide equitable competition in the telecom industry. As events develop, stakeholders and the general public are calling on the DA and the Department of Communications to be transparent and accountable about the status of the tender and the possible repercussions of their suggested policy changes. The resolution of this tale may have significant ramifications for South Africa's educational system and the development of digital infrastructure in the future. Once again, the Gauteng Democratic Alliance, DA, has said that it would form the ethics leading group of legal administrators at the normal gathering to look into boss Panyaza Lesufi's claimed inability to trace widespread corruption inside the part of social development. According to the DA, Lesufi has protected those involved in deviant behavior, eroding public confidence and responsibility. The pollution accusations begin with a flow of irregularities inside the division, which is vulnerable to providing basic social forms of assistance to groups that lack authority. Resource mismanagement, shady deals, and other deceptive tactics have allegedly plagued the division for a long time. Notwithstanding repeated demands for action, the DA attests that Head Lesufi has done very little to address these problems, enabling individuals who can be trusted to hold significant positions of authority. Philo and Tsik, the DA Gauteng delegate on peaceful development, expressed considerable concern over the Central's handling of the matter during their conversation on the subject. Head Lesufi has consistently chosen to ignore the long-standing concerns we have raised about the mess and deterioration inside the part of social improvement. According to Nsiki, it is unacceptable that he still defends individuals involved in these crimes. Nsiki also demonstrated that the DA is looking for important methods to guarantee culpability. To conduct a valid evaluation on Boss Lesufi's inactivity, we shall establish the Gauteng Gathering's ethics leading body of legal administrators. He cannot keep avoiding danger in relation to this crime. Gauteng residents need leadership that is adamantly opposed to corruption, particularly in a division tasked with ensuring the well-being of the most vulnerable citizens. Boss Lesufi's reluctance to confront corruption inside the Social Improvement Division, according to the DA, is not just a violation of moral principles but also a betrayal of public confidence. The party's main goals are to hold him accountable and make sure that everyone involved faces the full force of the law. Boss Lesufi will not be permitted to continue protecting people associated with degradation by the DA. Nsiki said, "We will continue to strive for transparency, responsibility, and value." The alleged contamination in the Social Progression Division does all in its power to promote awkwardness and undermine confidence in government institutions while the region struggles with social and economic issues. The Ethics Board's answer to the DA's request for evaluation will be crucial in determining the next steps. In a forceful declaration, the African National Congress, ANC, Youth League said that the city of Ekurhuleni cannot be taken over by what